This is Pedego's Cruiser High Step, and it's actually their classic bike. They've been making this one since the beginning, kind of got all the kinks worked out, and it offers just a really fun, kind of an upright beach cruiser style ride. You can get this with or without fenders, you pay a little bit extra, but generally speaking, I mean, it's just a solid, well-rounded package, and I'm going to start off by going through some of the bike aspects of this before I get into like the electric drive stuff. So this is a 6-speed bike. Got a nice shifter up here. Pretty simple, pretty big, and you can see which gear you're in, and kind of a thumb and finger trigger up there. For stopping power, we've got a disc brake up front, and then it uses a band brake in the rear, which is kind of a brake built into that motor area. They've upgraded the kickstand, which I really like. It used to be kind of a big double prong thing in the middle, and you know, this works really well. And they've kind of updated this rear rack, so you've got, it's like more reinforced, and it surrounds the battery, kind of protects it. You've got this nice, like, you know, spring-loaded kind of holder if you had papers, or maybe you put a basket or something on there. So pretty sweet. Some of the classic design features of this bike are the bigger handlebars, and they actually absorb some shock when you're riding, and they make your riding position more relaxed. Like, you don't have to reach forward, lean forward, and hurt your, you know, back and neck, which I like. And of course, the seat, super soft, kind of plush, and it's actually got like rubber bumpers in there, which is really nice. So between the handlebars and the seat and the wheels, which you'll notice have these soft rubber tires on them, you've got pretty good shock absorption happening here. And the tires come pre-slimed, which is nice, and you can kind of customize the color of this whole thing. So between the frame and the rims, and then picking even tire colors in some cases, you can really make this your own, which is part of the whole, you know, it's part of the whole deal with Pedego. I've actually seen like wood inserts, inlays, and then like kind of a wood baskets and boxes and things on the back, and even this chain guards I've seen in wood. Really cool. And that's another thing that I appreciate. You know, you keep your pants clean when you ride this bike. I also like that they built a bell in now to the brakes. The brakes cut power to the motor if you use them, which is, it's great. They got all the safety features worked out, and generally speaking, it's a joy to ride. And this bike is really about simplicity. I mean, when you look at the cockpit up here, you know, there's not a lot getting in your way or distracting you, and it's not as feature-rich as some of the other bikes. Like, there's no pedal assist mode, it's only throttle mode, but that kind of makes it approachable in my mind, and you kind of ride it around like a scooter, and you pedal a little bit, and you use the throttle at stop signs to get going again. It works really well, so I appreciate that. So jumping into the electric drive system on this thing, what you're looking at here is a 500-watt gearless rear hub motor, or direct drive, right? And so this uses magnets. There's no gears in there, and that makes it more durable. So over time, there's not like gears rubbing. It offers a little bit less torque than some geared motors, but again, for the durability trade-off and the fact that it's 500 watt, it's pretty powerful. It's going to get you going, and that's powered by this beautiful battery pack. I mentioned it was redesigned in 2014, and you know, it's actually removable. You can charge on or off the bike. It's locks. You still have to leave the key in. It's one of my minor gripes here, but it's also got a light built in now, which is really cool. You see that? So, you know, anytime you're cruising around, you can kind of light it up, and it's safety. So I like that. And this comes in 36 volt 10 amp hour, 36 volt 15 amp hour, which just means more capacity, like you can go further, or 48 volt 10 amp hour. So if you're someone who's a little bit bigger, or maybe you're going up a lot of hills, or you're pulling a trailer with your kids or something like that, getting that 48 volt pack combined with a 500 watt motor, I mean, that's just gonna, it's kind of top of the line in terms of power and torque. So I really like this bike. The next step up in their line is like the Interceptor, which has a geared hub motor, and it offers the 48 volt 10 amp hour battery pack. So you get the geared kind of for torque, but in my opinion, I mean, this bike works quite well. Also with the Interceptor, you'd get pedal assist, which is kind of nice. But again, for simplicity's sake, this bike is kind of the tried and true, what Pedego is known for bike. So I'm going to hop on this thing and point the camera at the motor. You can kind of hear it in action and see me zip along here. These are great for rentals, I should say. You know, if you're in a city and looking for an e-bike that anyone can just hop on. Oh, there we go. You can kind of hear that thing in action. I'm going to put on my wide angle, so you can see kind of what's going on back there. So here we go again. Look at the seating position. Woo! Let's turn around. Whoa! So just a lot of fun, kind of this upright recline position. Whew. For more on the Classic Comfort Cruiser from Pedego and other electric bikes, check out ElectricBikeReview.com. I'll see you there.